Well, it is Thursday yet again. It is August 25th, 2022, and you know what that means. Another episode of the Mad Chatter. I am here. My name is Jellyfingers Comics, and with me always my best buddy, J1A Bob. How you doing,
How
friend?
are you?
Good, man. Good. Had a little headache earlier, lack of sleep. Took some ibuprofen, feeling better. How about you, brother? How you feeling?
I am powering through.
Yeah.
I got to take a drug test today so I can take drugs.
Oh, funny. Oh, they're gonna put you on a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got. I was supposed to take a drug test too today for my next contract, but I was supposed to go during my lunch hour, and I did not have a lunch hour, so got to
Ooh.
reschedule that. It always looks good when you skip a drug test, right?
You know. I wouldn't suggest it if you're in the military.
No, but the DEA did give me permission to dispense drugs, so
Yeah,
I guess
you're
I
good.
guess it's really on them.
Yeah, it's their fault.
So let's see who we got in the chat. Oh, first lurker, a goo. Then we've always got Big Will Albright there. Kenneth Bird, always out there supporting everybody. Pop Tart Timmy. What's up, brother? Good to see you, kid. Emmy, what's up, homie? We got Helvetica. So I have to share this, and I got to figure out how to share it because I can't add a photo to the thing. But you saw the great thumbnail that Helvetica did.
Oh,
And
yes.
good thing for us having a buddy that's a graphic artist is that he's always willing to try something funny. So I thought for the show it'd be funny if the thumbnail was me as Smart Hulk and you as She Hulk. And he said, he's like, yeah, I started working on Jay as She Hulk, and it got a little tranny looking,
Yeah.
so I had to abort it.
Well, dude,
And
I'd have gone with it because that's modern. Be okay.
it's hey man, he, she, they, however you
Right?
identify as. Let's see if I can.
I identify as she and Hulk.
Yeah. So this is what he sent me before he aborted that process.
Oh, yeah.
That is slightly terrifying. I do agree.
No, I mean, I understand.
I think he gave up at the right point. Still hilarious. So we also got our. Oops, meant to remove that. Our buddy Miguel from AMKM Comics in
Maybe.
beautiful San Bernardino,
I mean, he
California.
might be there.
How's it going, guys? How y'all doing today?
Good. What's
Can you
up,
guys,
brother?
does everybody in the chat, y'all write this down. KM was here, and he was on time.
I'm here.
August-
I'm here, guys.
August 25th, 2022. It's like the passing of Halley's Comet. It happens once every 7 years, but
Well, you know what, guys? What I wanted to do was kind of like I didn't want to be not all in the way of the show. So last week it's not that I forgot all about it because I was mad packaging, and when I realized that it was time for the show, it was already 6:00. So I felt like it was a disservice. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mute
Set an
myself.
alarm on your phone so you know.
No. I'm gonna mute myself.
Oh.
I'm gonna mute myself when it's time for me to talk. I'm gonna mute myself and talk. But you guys are gonna see me package. You guys are gonna see me do what I usually do. And so if you guys see me packaging or doing a little something, not ignoring you guys at all. I'm just instead of I want to be a part of this show, but I got so many things going on. So instead of just forgetting and hiding and doing all these things, I'm going to do two things at once.
There you go.
So,
Multitasking.
multitasking, guys. So dude, I watched episode
Somebody's going to get the wrong order.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Because I got one guy that I'm going to work with for myself. It's just a couple guys left. Actually, the wife actually knocked out everybody. I only have to do a couple orders. I'll do that one. Okay. Now, here's one of the things. I did watch episode 1, guys, of She-Hulk. I did not watch episode 2 because customers came in and I started helping them out. But I got a couple glimpses of episode 2, like Abomination and all that. So I'm not 100%, but I don't care. You guys can fill me in the gaps because I'm not that guy. I'm going to rewatch it anyway. So I watched little its and bits of episode 2, but I fully watched episode 1 and I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, that's a good a segue as any, right?
That felt like a natural transition. I think that worked well.
How many episodes are there of this?
I don't know.
I mean, unless there's 40 they're 20 minutes long.
I think it's long. 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think right now, let me double check, but I thought it was 10.
So this shows.
But yeah, dude, they're not even 20 minutes long.
Yeah, so it's going to have 2 hours worth of content through the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought everything they were doing was 10, but I was watching this one and I was like
10 episodes. Yep.
Kind of getting into it and I was like, "Oh, it's over." Okay.
Yeah, well, I literally finished episode 2 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, work happens. But I'm like, is it really over? Because I looked at the time left bar.
I did the exact same thing.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, I thought it was 30-some minutes long. I'm 21 minutes in. There's 10 minutes left in the watch bar. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just kind of skip through.
There's 5 minutes of recap and then 6 minutes of credits.
Dude, it is.
Yeah.
And I figured out the reason is because on Disney Plus, you can select your language, right?
Yeah.
Unlike Netflix, where Netflix is area bound, Disney Plus is Disney Plus wherever. So they have all the languages, all the different credits versions and everything. That's why there's 10 minutes of credits.
Oh.
I actually watched.
My favorite part of the show, honestly, to this point, is watching the credits at the end when they're going through like the almost comic book panels.
Yes.
And you're seeing them being colored in. That's really cool. And then the little scene they have at the end of them are pretty funny too. Did you guys see the scenes at the end where the first one was, what was it? She was at the tiki bar pretending she was drunk, talking about if Steve Rogers had ever gotten laid before.
Oh, no. So I'm going to be real. Like, that's my rant.
That vest sure had me fooled. Remember, I thought you was getting to be a lady. It's going to be a pleasure to give you a lesson in marksmanship.
So, my big thing.
Yeah.
I actually like the show. I really do. I think it's good. I think it's catchy. I liked the CGI was nowhere near as bad as everybody made it out to be.
I agree. I don't think it's as bad. It's not.
It
fantastic.
wasn't like MCU movie budget, but it was way better than the initial previews led it to believe.
I agree.
The only thing I really truly didn't like about it, honestly, was the end credit in episode 1, where he was like, he lost his virginity to a USO girl while he's on tour. And I'm like, no.
In 1943, yeah.
I'm like, Captain America wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that. Why would you?
Yeah.
Well, this was a man that was in love beyond love. Would do anything. I mean, traveled through time for the woman to go
Mhm.
back to her. So you mean to tell me he couldn't? Like, I just can't imagine that he would do that. Do you fondue? Right?
Yeah.
Captain America's like he's like he's better than that. Why would you tarnish him like that?
Well, I mean, if anybody knows one thing from watching this show is you do not besmirch the name of Captain America in front of J1 or their reputation.
Let's be real. I mean, he's the ideal superhero. I mean, he's the Superman equivalent of the MCU, but he's much nowhere near the powerful, right? But
Yeah,
like
he's a
always
squeaky
does the
clean
right
guy.
thing.
Yeah.
Clean cut, good heart, right? He was probably a freaking Boy Scout when he was a kid, right? I mean, wants to join the military, wants to help to fight Nazis. Why? Because it's the right thing, not because he wants to go fight. No. No, he gets to drop loads in his wife because that's the kind of Captain America is. Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, I mean, the show is. I thought I'd have a bigger opinion of it after 2 of them, but it's like it's
You've only watched
entertaining.
40 minutes of show. What's it matter?
Yeah, it's true. After 17 minutes of watching She-Hulk, I have not formed an opinion. I mean, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, this is amazing, but I'll definitely say after 2, when it was done, I was like, that's it. I felt like I was just kind of getting into the episode.
So, you watched number 1 all the way through, right? Like,
Yeah, I watched
once
both all the way
she
through.
once she became Hulk, this is what I expected to hear going through the whole show.
You couldn't give me a lesson in long-distance spitting. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do
Yeah.
anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater.
See, like
That's-
that was literally
And the first episode did have those vibes. Like
huge.
the nuts on this woman trying to fight Hulk on the beach. Like
Yes.
And they took some artistic license with that, having She-Hulk
Yes.
basically trade blows with him. And
Yeah, because like you saw when he threw the rock, right?
yeah,
She threw the boulder one-armed, and he's like, "Here, let me just throw this other one. That's
Yeah,
3
let
times
me
the
throw
size of
this
yours,
out of
and
the
it's in orbit."
universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It literally just went into orbit. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I assumed that was going to happen on the second episode. I expected a lot of, and there was a little bit of it. There was a little bit of, I worked so hard to be a lawyer, and I just want to be a lawyer. And you're like, you're an effing superhero. Like, does superheroing have a 401k? You're a fucking Hulk.
No,
Shut
it was
up.
the other part. The maternity leave. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like,
How's the maternity leave? Do they have
yeah,
dental?
but I just rather be a lawyer. I work so hard to be a lawyer. You're a fucking Hulk. There is now 2 of you in the universe.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I do like that they went more towards the Volume 2 She-Hulk than the Volume 1. I think the Volume 1 was a lot more straightforward. Volume 2 had the hilarity to it, and
yeah, I like Volume 2 better personally because it's kind of more that like, that breaking the fourth wall.
oh, absolutely.
It's like Deadpool without the humor, almost.
Like she constantly turns back and goes, "Yeah, I don't even know what he's talking about."
Right, yeah. I mean, I do enjoy that. I kind of like it when
I do too.
Spider-Man does that. And since Deadpool became such a big hit, because Deadpool was the king of breaking down the fourth wall.
Oh, constantly. Like
Allowed
literally
him.
talking to like straight up. Well, readers, you just saw it. I just fought death. I mean, come
Do you
on.
know what I just saw Deadpool's on Disney Plus. I was
Yes.
kind of surprised by that. Because it's an R-rated movie.
It gives me hope
Yeah.
for what Deadpool 3 is going to be. You know? It's not a ton,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping for X-Force.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Right?
Well, I mean, we've kind of gotten
Oh, it was
people.
not really. Yeah, I mean, he brought the crew in and everything, but it wasn't for reals. X-Force.
No. But I mean, the people are there.
Yeah. Yeah, Domino was amazing in Deadpool 2. Right.
Which one was? What's her name? Teenage
Negasonic. No,
Yeah,
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Warhead. Was she?
Yeah.
Which one was she in? Was it the first or second one?
She was in the first one and the second one.
Oh, she was in both
But the
of them?
first
Okay.
one she actually fought and does more stuff with. In the second one, she's more of kind of like a cameo.
I can't remember which one is which now. Which one is she fighting with Colossus?
That's in the first one.
That's the first one. Okay.
Yeah. When he, like, Deadpool's going after the guy that, made him.
Yeah. I want to see some more Juggernaut Colossus fighting, to be honest.
Dude,
That was fantastic.
that was number 2, and that was one of the best scenes
Yeah.
I'd ever seen. And I'm like, that right there, that is MCU worthy when he punches the Juggernaut in the dick.
Yeah. And I just want to see more Juggernaut, I'll be quite honest. I love Juggernaut, but
Dude, he's the freaking man.
yeah.
Uh-oh, looks like somebody's got something to say.
Question: What about the guy? What about that whole scene from the spaceship from Sakaar? What do you guys
That was
feel about?
interesting when he was on the phone saying I got some
Yeah.
business to take care of.
Yeah.
He's got something
So
to
what do
take
you guys
care of
think
now.
that's
Do you
going to
think
build up to?
World War Hulk? World
So
War Hulk.
I have heard, and actually, Mark Ruffalo in an interview referenced World War Hulk.
Yep.
So he said he's played 5 incantations of Hulk, and then mentioned, oh, maybe it could. There's also World War Hulk, and he said another Hulk too. But I would love that World War Hulk to show up. I can't wait to see Daredevil. So I'm looking for any of those things. And I thought I end up watching the first one over again because somebody said, I thought I read somewhere that Daredevil showed up at the end or something, but I was like, I didn't see him. And
No, he was in the end of which one was it? And it was the Matt Murdock of whatchamacallit.
Yeah. No, I mean they said that I read that somewhere then it looked back and it was they were speculating he was going to be at the end of the first episode or something.
Ooh. Where's the
'Cause he
breaking?
was in-
Hold on.
What?
Oh gosh, I have to do something here. Oh, we don't have one. Hold on.
Now, one thing we got to agree on, guys, though, that Hulk cannot hang. If he goes back to Sakaar, that smart Hulk, and good thing that they referenced the smart Hulk.
Yeah.
This version of the Hulk, I'm not gonna lie, he's a little funny. We got our laughs, but man, I miss the old Hulk, bro. I can't. I want sad, and I know. Did you see that one scene where he jumps when he's teaching her, when we were getting back to when she was teaching her all the techniques, and then when right around where they were tossing the boulders and all that, right? Like you guys were talking about, when she jumped in and she started acting all savage, like, and it's like, I don't know, she was little references to that, but we need the Savage Hulk. We need the Savage Hulk back. The comics, when you get a great and awesome Hulk story, I mean, like even with Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk run, is because he was just testing the new limits of the Immortal Hulk, right? So you know what I'm saying? He was just trying to see where was this leading up to. The Hulk's always been a beast, so this version of just walking around like Mister, yeah, I'm
I
sad
get it.
about Iron
It's
Man,
funny.
but come on.
It's funny
Yeah,
to
it's
see
just
him
funny.
like under control, yet in the Hulk form. It's funny. I
It
get
was.
it, but it shouldn't happen for more than one episode. Because
Please.
if I'm gonna have the Hulk in there, I want the Hulk causing destruction. I want him testing limits of his anger. You know, just that's what I want from Hulk. I don't want this little nerd. Yeah.
No,
If
yeah.
I may, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
This just in.
Oh no. What's up?
Thunderbolts cast confirmed. Baron Zemo, Yelena Belova, Ghost, Taskmaster, Abomination,
Nice.
U.S. Agent, Titania, and Winter Soldier. Just updated by Marvel.
Oh shoot! So they're gonna put Titania on it? Yeah.
Well, she's already got her cameo in this show. Did you see what
And-
they? Did you see what they called her? Like a power influencer or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, she's a superhero influencer. A super powered influencer.
Super powered influencer. Ugh. I hate this world.
But you know what? This is what I gotta give the show. I gotta give the show props. It is one of the most fastest origin stories I've ever seen in a series. I mean, it went straight. If you want to talk about meat and potatoes, episode 1 was meat and potatoes, guys. Like, she cut herself, blood came in.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, my wife was, because we were packaging a lot, guys. So my wife was like, "Wait, she just turned into the She-Hulk like that?" I was like, "Look at how simple it was. Boom, there it is. We didn't get a dragged out 40-minute long story, 2 episodes about how she became the She-Hulk."
Yeah. Origin was
Awesome.
like 7 minutes. You're like, all right, well, let's get into this. Now we got the She-Hulk. We didn't have to get, an hour's worth of the minutia of an orange. I mean, I love a good origin story, but yeah, I like how they popped right into it. You're like, okay, now she's She-Hulk.
I
Like,
like
they didn't
it was
even
the
give you a
accidental blood. I like that it was the accidental blood.
Well,
Yeah,
I like how they
actual
did it, that it was accidental blood and it was the familial. What was it? A family genetic that is able to harness gamma radiation.
Yes.
It was a little bit of a stretch, but I mean, good enough.
What was funny is he's like, and your body actually does it better than mine.
Yeah. I was like, okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of
That was
when I
the start.
thought when he said that. I was like, oh, geez, okay. Now the She-Hulk's going to be the most powerful thing in the universe.
Well, no, but so there's 2 more things that still have to happen because of this show. One, so his arm had to be fixed because of She-Hulk. Like, we knew that his arm had to be fixed because of She-Hulk show. Because in the next movie, in the universe of the Doctor Strange movie, his arm is fixed, right?
Right.
And She-Hulk is supposed to take place prior to that. And he's also no longer Smart Hulk. He's back to Bruce Banner.
Right.
So that's going to be interesting too. How he transitions back to. He's going to separate it back into 2 entities again. And I think that's going to happen while he's gone on the other planet in the Scar.
Well, exactly, Jay. This is the only way they're gonna do it. The only way you fix the Hulk is, well, think about it. The good thing is that we, guys, what does Gladiators do? what do gladiators do after a big ass battle? You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what time it is. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get a cool story. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen. He's gonna have to go back. Something probably happened. He probably had a family. I mean, maybe a kid or something. We're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a little backstory on something, and then I'm telling you, we're gonna get that rage back. I wonder how we get the rage back. It's coming. Like Jay's saying, like it's gonna be a process to get back to the original Hulk.
Yeah.
But I think that's why we're getting all the other Hulks, which is really cool because if you think about it, this is a good way that Marvel did it. You know, we all know that Hulk is going to be the one, right? So if you put him in the back burner and you're letting him go through these issues that he's going through, Smart Hulk, doing this little thing, going through his little, he has this big ass book of how he's been monitoring himself and all that, right? So if you let him go through that, you get She-Hulk, you get the Red Hulk, you get all of these sick ass stories, and then the OG of the OGs comes back and sets down the law of you know what I'm saying, World Breaker.
I like how you said it, like his story's happening in the background. That's very true. It is.
It is because I did not realize that while all of this was going on, he was doing. It's kind of cool because the Hulk's been missing, but now you're getting the little backstory. He's been in Mexico. He's here. He's there. Yeah. He's been in hideout. He's been trying to control the Hulk so much that he's trying to control the Hulk that he turned into this Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, but let's see how we get World Breaker Hulk, which is that's the one that I'm hoping we get down the line because guys, I hope that's the Hulk that we get in Secret Wars because nobody wants Smart Hulk in Secret Wars. No one. I don't want Smart Hulk.
Nobody wants Smart Hulk. Period.
Yeah, the Smart Hulk is fun, right? But he ain't powerful.
No, I mean it's funny to see him in that form, but it's just funny. It's a little joke, but then ultimately that's not what you want to see.
No.
So
I want to see, like, conscious enough to recognize friend from foe, smashing the shit out of stuff. Hulk.
Yeah, no, I want that. The girl, like, I know you're in there. You can hear me.
Yes.
Like, to bring him back to tearing the whole fucking world up. That's the stuff I like.
You know, the first one, the Incredible Hulk. The one that everybody says is like the worst one. The one where Nick Nolte played his father.
I like that one.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one. Out of all the Hulk movies, I thought that was the best one.
The Edward Norton one was okay, but I like that one better.
I like the Ed Norton one too.
Well, I did. I liked them both. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
But I like that. I liked that first one. I thought they had I thought they grabbed a no-name actor out of nowhere, right? And I thought, oh my God, they're gonna blow this guy up. He's gonna be the Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, how did the general almost stay the same throughout the movies, right? But the Hulk can't. He's like 3 different people now. Mark Ruffalo has done a great job at it.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
But I think
he is truly the Hulk.
I think Edward Norton was a better Hulk character.
I think Edward
or better
Norton
Bruce Banner
played it closer to
how
the comic
Jay
books.
Really?
I did.
I actually agree with Jay on this. I feel like he played it closer to the character in the comics. Closer to Bruce.
I'm actually more on the Ruffalo side on this one. I thought we
I don't really have a problem with Ruffalo, but I think Norton did it better.
Dude, I love Mark Ruffalo. Don't get me wrong. I think he's amazing.
And I think Mark Ruffalo's perfect for Disney Hulk.
Yes. Edward Norton, you know, is like from everybody's point of view is an asshole and nobody wants to work with him. And that's the reason why Edward Norton is no longer. Yeah, that's probably. Like he kept wanting to change scenes and rewrite as they were trying to film the one he was in. Right?
I think he's directed a lot of films too, though, hasn't he?
And that's his problem.
Yeah.
Now that he's played in the director's chair, he doesn't want to.
Yeah, just act.
Not.
Yeah.
So
I have the
Eric
control.
Bana, I thought Eric Bana did like as an origin story. I thought the one with Eric Bana, that was the first one. I thought it was really good.
Oh snap!
Now, they're keeping everything in continuity, right? Though, guys, they're giving the Abomination,
Yeah.
Thunderbolt Ross. The
What's up,
only
Kevin?
one that has changed has been the Hulk. So we're
Yeah.
getting the original Betty Ross. Is that going to be the original actress, or what do you guys think?
Betty's got to be Aerosmith's daughter. Got to be.
Right? Okay.
What is her name?
No, I forgot it too. But I thought she played it perfect. So I saw
dude.
how everybody's staying the same. The only one that changed was the Hulk.
She's still young enough and hot enough that she could play that easy. Liv Taylor, thank you.
Liv Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, she still is way Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
Way young enough and way good looking enough that she could still do it.
Dude, I will never stop seeing her as like an elf.
Yeah, I know. But she was the Hulk's girlfriend first.
Yeah, I know. But it's just her facial features. She always looked like an elf before she played the.
Dude, she has that. I want to call it. I call it the not antique, but
Like porcelain doll
beauty.
type thing.
Oh God.
Classic
Beauty. That's a
Yeah.
good term for it, right? There's another term for it, but like that porcelain skin,
Yeah.
that soft, demure voice, that
Yeah.
that very like dude,
She's
she
very
has that very
soft.
classic beauty.
Yeah. Yes, very feminine, very soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, she was good in Armageddon.
I mean, I don't think I've really seen her in anything that I didn't think she was good in.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen her in a lot, actually, now that I think about it. She hasn't been in a lot of movies recently, has she?
Although William Albright thinks she has an egghead.
That's going to mess with me now. Oh, dang, the Billy Idol video. Holy cow. Oh. Now I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of girls in music videos.
Yeah.
Which one was
All right,
Courtney
so-
Cox in? Was she in Springsteen video?
Where's the off the rails button? We're supposed to click it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said, those damn tangents. What else were we going to talk about?
Oh well, hold on. Let's go back to She-Hulk just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly, Jill. That's what I was going to tell you guys. So 100%, we got to agree that the She-Hulk show has brought back the Hulk, like, fandom back, right? A little bit of the Gamma love back, a little bit of I'm just asking questions. How do you guys feel? Now, do you think, are we going to build on old school characters? I always forget the name. What's that one? What is Banner's best friend that ends up getting the super
God, what's his name?
with the red shirt? I always forget the homie's name. He only appears Samson, or what is this?
Slippy, slappy, Samson.
No, Samson. Something Samson.
Yeah, I forget his name. I always forget his name. But do you think that we're gonna start building off of these characters like Thunderbolt Ross, Betty Ross, a little bit of the actual, because we're getting the Abomination, but that's one thing that we have been like
Doc Samson.
Doc. We haven't. What's that one guy also too? That one dude, the smart ass villain that the Hulk has a.
The leader.
Oh man, it's because his villains are always hard to remember. What's that one dude's name? The dude with the big ass brain.
The leader.
The leader. There you go.
Yeah.
My bad, Jay. I thought I was over here rambling. The leader. If we could start basing a little bit of series off of that and started getting some of those guys in, I think they can actually build off on the pretty good. It's because sometimes I think that they reach a little bit on other characters that maybe they want people to get popular on. But if you just stick to a little bit of the history of the Hulk and you stick to the whole Gamma
Oh, dude, yes.
history, they have something there where they can build off of just that universe right there, that whole thing where I mean, when they get movies, you can just reach and get some of those characters anytime you need them, because there's so many characters that have so many potential, but I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, this is only episode 2. I really enjoyed that they brought in the Hulk in the show, because Mark Ruffalo. That's what I really like what Disney's doing. That they got everybody in contract and everybody's working together. That not only are they doing movies, but they're doing series. Not, you know what I'm saying? Because wouldn't it work? But if these guys were like, "Oh, I'm just doing movies, but I don't want to do none of the series," you know what I'm saying? So what I'm really liking is that some of these new characters and different actors are blending in with some of the old Avengers in the new series shows. Um, it is going to be something, let's see, to watch. The one thing that I want to ask you guys, and I'm going to leave it at this. This is where I'm getting my head split on what's going to happen with the mutants. Are we going to get the young X-Men from Fox, or are we going to get the older X-Men from Fox? That's where I'm split on. That's where I'm wondering.
Here's the problem. It has to be the young. It has to be. We're going to have to get McAvoy, right? I mean, Stewart will always be my Professor X, right? But he's in his 80s.
I think it was a farewell shot on that movie. That's what I thought. I thought it was a farewell to the old X-Men. And
I think that was their way of saying the X-Men of the past was a different universe's X-Men. So you will not see them in our universe.
So they've got that. What's the guy, the British guy that plays the young Xavier?
McAvoy.
So he can't play old Xavier, I don't think. So they're going to have to find a way to pass the baton on to somebody else.
Yes.
Soon. Which, I want him to live forever, but, I mean, not going to happen that way.
Well, so, completely off topic, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there because I think people should watch it. If you're a Star Trek fan at all, you need to go out and you need to watch Picard.
Oh, that is a good movie.
It is absolutely amazing. He's old as shit, right? But the show itself is awesome. Just throwing that out there. We talk about all sorts of shit, so.
Yeah. You know what I watched actually last night that I was blown away with how good it was I watched the new Top Gun.
Oh, Maverick?
Have you seen it yet?
So good.
Holy that was it like kept the whole vibe from the original one.
Yes.
And made a whole new movie that was so good.
Well,
I don't know that I've seen a sequel that was that good in a very, very, very long time.
I've been in the Air Force, whether it's civilian or active duty, for the last 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
We were never going to have another Top Gun style Top Gun movie because that sort of warfare does not happen. So the only way to do Top Gun something was to exactly the way they did, where we're coming in and we're going to attack somebody who got hold of something that shouldn't have, right?
Well, I mean, we still would have probably done it with drones. But at least the way they presented the story, it made sense.
Oh, they'd done a high orbit
That's what I'm saying.
Freaking drop. Yeah,
exactly. But for the story, it worked out well.
Yeah,
and it actually
was good.
God, I don't know. I can't say it's better than the first one, but
wasn't better than the first one, but it was fucking
still good. Still really good.
I loved that they had Iceman in it.
Yeah.
I wasn't the fondest that they killed him in it.
So you know when he spoke in the movie?
Yeah.
It was all AI. Because he can barely speak.
Yeah.
Because he had when he had throat cancer and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and nearly killed him, but he can only kind of whisper and stuff. So they
Yeah.
did his voice with AI from the first movie, which I thought was really well done.
Oh,
And so you
agreed.
got to hear him talk and everything, and it was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna have to. How do you kick somebody out of the channel?
Who are you gonna kick?
Pop Tart Timmy says that the first one was boring. Yeah, we're gonna
The
have to kick
first
him
one
out.
was boring. What are you talking about? All that homoeroticism? They kept it in the second one. They had the volleyball scene in the first one, so they had to have the football scene in the second one.
Right?
All just some fly boys out there having fun, sweating together.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Okay, next topic, I guess.
Hey, Timmy's dreaming of that with AM right now.
Oh,
You know that, Timmy.
I'm never gonna not take my shots.
Yeah. So, if I may,
Yeah.
Jelly and I, we've been talking, and we kind of missed a little bit on the poser show of doing the comic of the week that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And we're decided, you know what? We're not going to bring 10 or 20 or anything like that, but we're going to bring a book and we're going to talk about it. And we picked a fun one for the first one. Shirtless Bear-Fighter, Volume 2, Issue 1. I'd show you my Scotty Young, but they haven't been delivered yet, so I'm still waiting on those. But this right here is a great story, and there's comedic gold on like every freaking page.
So, anyone that didn't read the first volume, so it is stupid. It
Oh, yeah.
is just dumb. But it is really funny.
Yes.
And it's like the story's very kind of basic, but the details are hilarious. Like it's so tongue-in-cheek, double entendre. It's just like, if you like a good read that you can sit down and look at every page and be like, oh, I didn't notice that. That's funny. I didn't notice that's hilarious.
Like it's almost written like it's written for kids, but there's so much situational adultness in it that you're
Yes.
like, a kid should not read this.
Yes.
But it is so fun and so funny.
Yeah.
I know KM read it. He told me he was gonna.
Dude, okay, so I didn't read. This said volume 2, right? So I didn't read volume 1. Dude,
Yeah, but we're going to talk about 2, really. Okay.
When I was reading the first 3 pages, I was, what the hell is J1 asking me to freaking read? Like, this dude is butt naked. He's running around naked, y'all, like just naked.
Oh, that's
What
another
is
funny.
wrong with this? Giant man-eating gummy bears. Come on.
And then he's inside of the kid's stomach, and I'm like, what the hell?
Thank you,
It's
Jelly.
so funny. So,
Oh man, I got to stop and laugh a couple times, guys.
it's so funny.
Dude, so I'm not going to explain it. All I'm going to say is Jelly, me and Jelly, we came to the complete conclusion that on every single page, there is some sort of, oh my God, that's fucking funny. Go ahead.
So, I mean, it's dumb, but like I said, if you will find yourself laughing out loud at some of this stuff. Like, I remember when I was in New Orleans doing a contract, was the first time I'd ever heard someone refer to diabetes as they got the sugar foot. and I thought that was so hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, I've heard all kind of, I got the sweets and sugars and all that stuff. But when I heard I got Sugarfoot, I started laughing. So what does it say in this one? The candy store is Sugarfoot candy, and then if you can't beat them, diabeat them. That is hilarious. And I'm not kidding. It was like so
How are you not laughing, Miguel?
So far up to this point in the story, they were literally ate some THC gummy bears, got high, and started fighting gummy bears.
Yep.
It's so dumb and so hilarious. Let's see.
I'm laughing because I was like, how the hell am I going to break this down with the guys? And I realized we ain't breaking down nothing. We're just laughing it off.
There's nothing to break down. That's what's so... And here, this is where I was dying laughing. Like, flap, 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 flap. Like, just...
But man, my favorite part... Jelly, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. My favorite part, everybody's seen that movie, like where the renegade cop is like getting somebody's giving him the orders, and he's like, "No, I'm going in anyways,"
Yeah.
And there's a scene in this book where he does that shit, and he just drops his earpiece, and oh my god, this dude is like RoboCop and shit. Like,
it's a really funny book.
Oh man, dude.
I wish this would catch some heat. Like, it's so funny.
Dude, where are the surface to bear
I
missiles?
wish I did, Helvetica. I wish I did.
Oh, yeah, the surface to bear missiles. Oh.
God, no, please, no. I hate the red ones. Come on.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, there are so many good, just like straight up one-liners throughout this whole thing.
But even that kid that he's saving, bro, is that one kind of kid that you knew he was like a bully and a little rascal-ass little kid.
Yeah,
he's troublemaking ass little kid.
Look at it. Basically, Dennis the Menace, essentially. That's what they just ripped him off. But yeah, it's such a funny book.
Okay, my bad. Dude, this is what I didn't understand.
Go to page like 8 or whatever.
I didn't understand this part, Jelly. If you guys can give me, why was he trying to choke him out? Because he cut his hair, or I didn't get that part where he was trying to choke him out and he kind of went psycho on him. Is that he just snaps when people get close to him, or what's the thing with the Shirtless Bear-Fighter?
Oh, come on. I guess we're stuck in this loop forever. You said go back to page 8 or something?
Yeah. Like, there's one on there. There's there's this whole scene that I love. Before that. Okay, it's after that. I lied. It's after he gets out of the kid.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Okay. I love this, right? Like she hands the gummy bear to her, and she puts him in a Haribo instead of a Haribo bag.
Yeah,
Haribo. And she's like, "You want some flapjacks?" He's like, "No thanks. I'm saving room for dessert." And he goes running off. Next page, please. That's just so stupid.
It is so stupid. How are you feeling? Amped.
As he's shoving more of them down his throat, dude.
That's me after Thanksgiving.
For real.
Dude, it's such a good, like, It's so stupid, but
It
it's
is
so good.
so dumb, but it is very entertaining to read. I
It
just
was
love
so
it.
hilarious, man. I was like, Jay, what did you pick me this book for, fam? And I was like, oh, okay, I get you now. This shit had me cracking up. It
I
is an
read
awesome
the
read, fam. Awesome read.
I read the first one when it came out. I think we talked about it on Posers, and I was when he said Shirtless Bear-Fighter 2, I was like, okay, yep, that's a good pick.
Yeah, like the first one, the first volume, it was not that good. And I don't know if this is going to be continuing on like this. It's going to be just as good, but I'm
Oh,
not going to lie,
I certainly hope so.
dude. This is like so far, like there's no way I would not enjoy this.
Like I would say the first one was a little. This is going to sound crazy to say, but a little more serious. Like I think they were concentrating more on the story and not what was so funny about it, which was the tongue-in-cheek humor and stuff like that. And I think for the second one they embraced it, and it's funny. It's very very
Dude.
funny.
The like just the very last page, dude. Like the pig dude, Hillbilly Warlock, Ursa Major is coming to be continued, dude. It's like it's just it's it's slapstick almost.
Dude,
It,
even that story where the bear was trying to tell him that you're like the chosen one, that shit didn't even make any sense, bro. I was like,
God no, dude, no.
the whole. Well, let's see. I think it. Maybe it was the end of the last one. There's. Previously, Shirtless discovered that while his adopted brother, Brother Bear, was indeed responsible for the death of his lover Clementine, it was her brother, Jackson Logger, CEO of the Fuzzy Wipes toilet paper company, that gave the order, and that most of the forest bears were innocent of any wrongdoing. With the help of his ally, FBI agent Susie Silva, Shirtless managed to thwart Logger's plans to cut down the sacred forest and brought him to justice. In the final battle, Brother Bear died crushed by falling debris. With Logger in prison, the forest bears welcomed Shirtless with open arms. Despite his unjust war against them, however, guilt-ridden over the damage caused by his inability to control his anger, Shirtless set out to the world with Silva, determined to make up for past mistakes and earn his place back with the forest bears. So, stupid still, but not as stupid so far.
True. Like
So that goes into the second one,
like
but very enjoyable.
dude, just I like honestly, it's just a brain numbing, laughing out loud read.
Yes, brain numbing. I mean, this surface to bear missiles. I mean, come on. And the cops are literally called the Fuzz. It's just funny. Can I have some coffee? Maybe some Chex Mix or something like that? Oh. Yeah. No, what are they saying? What are they saying over there?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
My children, you know, they know I'm in here, they know I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And like my oldest comes in, hey, will you read my story and help me add some descriptive terminology in here? Then my youngest comes in, Dad, can I have some money for tech day tomorrow? And I'm like,
Tell
I'm
your
gonna get a
artist to
padlock for the door.
drop in some surface to bear missiles, and that'll make things better.
Right?
I haven't even got. That was the only thing I read this week. I haven't even gotten into my other stuff yet.
Oh, dude, I have so much stuff. It's not even funny.
Actually, this
I'm
week
with
was
you.
a really, really small order for me.
So this week for me, so I got the crossover one.
Yeah.
I picked up I went to the comic shop I don't normally get to too often.
I
And I have
pre-ordered a
full
bunch of
boxes.
those 3Ds.
So I have I've got my entire Venom Lethal Protector set here.
Yeah.
I've got Venom 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
I've got Thor 26 on. Oh, there it is. This is the one I've been looking to read. This is the other one that I'm really excited about. Have you read it yet, Cam?
I have not. I haven't picked it up yet.
Just part one of Banner of War yet, and I haven't read the rest. I only read part one.
And how is it?
It's really good.
So so the way it was led to me to believe is it's going to be Odin's dead. Thor's got all his power like he does in Thor 27 on, right? And this is Immortal Hulk. So you're going to have Immortal Hulk versus full power Thor.
Well, I know you've seen all the covers of it, right?
Yeah.
So you've seen how there's Hulk and there's Thor and he looks like Hulk.
Yes.
And Thor and then Hulk looks like Thor. Yeah, you're gonna see how that happens. That's pretty cool. And then there's a couple little things that happen in there. Ooh.
I love that art.
Who's writing that Banner versus Thor or the versus Thor?
Well, Emmy, that's actually a good question, Emmy. You guys think that now that you said about that announcement, Jay, what do you think about that Thunderbolts roster?
So the roster, dude, I think
you want to name it one more time.
Yeah, I'll name it again. Absolutely, dude. So let me get my phone. So here we go. I have to do the thing.
Dude, can I say that this was the best thing to show up at the comic shop this week, man? So I got all 12 of Glow in the Dark ones.
Nice. Did you
get Chase?
I sold out in 2 days.
Yeah. So I pre-ordered those and the Moon Knight.
Yeah, get the Moon Knight pretty soon.
And the guy that I pre-ordered them from closed his shop, turned off his Facebook.
What?
Got rid of Messenger. So I'm out hundreds of dollars right now.
Was it Black Cave Comics?
It's actually, dude. It was a friend of mine. I thought.
Oh. I actually.
Wicked.
I looked at those on the FOC and I regret not getting one of the Venom Lethal Protectors.
I don't think it's gonna fit on this one.
But all right, here we go.
That's messed up. Oh.
Thunderbolt Roster. Baron Zemo. Yelena Belova. So we're going to have the whole new Black Widow, Yelena Belova. Now, who's Ghost going to be? That's the only one I don't know who yet. Taskmaster. Abomination. U.S. Agent. Titania. And the Winter Soldier. We're going to have all the, Ghost is the only one that I don't think we've actually seen yet.
I mean, this is the girl from Ant-Man. The Wasp? Oh, the Ghost. Oh, that girl. Oh, yeah. She just showed up. Is she even in... What's her name? She was cool in Ant-Man. I liked it.
What? She was in Ant-Man?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what the actress's name was.
Wait, did you name them all already, Jay?
Yeah.
How many was that in official team roster?
So
I think you named 6 or 7 of them.
It's 8.
8?
Yeah, Winter Soldier, Titania, U.S. Agent, Abomination, Taskmaster, Ghost, Yelena Belova, and Baron Zemo.
So this is an all-new team.
But the last time that we saw the Winter Soldier, he was good with the Falcon, and he was good with the.
There's been how many incantations of this team? 10 or 11?
Yeah, there's been so many different Thunderbolts teams. It's not even fun.
Yeah, I think this is. I think this is new. I don't think this is any of those.
I don't think this is a roster that's ever been like 100% put together, right?
I don't think so. I'd have to go through and look. Jigsaw.
I'm glad that they got Baron Zemo though. You need him. I'm glad, and then you keep a couple of the traditional players in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my question is so that means no Thunderbolt Ross.
No.
Right? So you got no Red Hulk.
Can I get one of those tapes, man?
No.
Oh,
right here. I was actually kind of hoping for Thunderbolt Ross.
I like Thunderbolt Ross. I like the idea of the evil general having to go through the same bullshit and turmoil and trauma that Bruce Banner had to go through so he can see how fucking hard of life of it was. And now the same evil fucking general that had been chasing him down trying to kill him all this time is going through the same fucking problem.
Yep.
You're not wrong, Jay. I think that's what's gonna happen. You know when I thought that was gonna happen? When Hulk goes to Sakaar.
Yeah.
I think that's when we might get Thunderbolt Ross as the Red Hulk, who will then, because there's got to be another Hulk that kind of like because She-Hulk's gonna be the dominant Hulk until we get Thunderbolt Ross. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe, fingers crossed, because I was like, how do you get Thunderbolt Ross and all of this? And then like, oh, there you go. If you get the Hulk in Planet Hulk, well, back to Planet Hulk, then you get maybe the Red Hulk to substitute him for the couple of what he said. He said last time it took him 2 years, right? He was stuck in the Hulk form for 2 years. So you could say what, he'll disappear for another year or 2 or 3, maybe.
Well, here's the thing, right? So like Pop Tart said it in the chat, William Hurt's dead, right?
Yeah.
So Thunderbolt Ross is gone. I like the idea of Betty White, but Betty White becomes her own character. That way her and the Hulk can actually have a life together.
It's true.
What does she become? I can't remember her superhero name.
She becomes a golden girl.
Did Thunderbolt Ross die in the movies?
No, the character that played him dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Betty Ross.
Yeah, you said Betty White. That's why I was laughing.
I did say Betty White. I meant
said
Betty
she becomes
Ross.
a golden girl.
You guys.
I was like, when did we get the Golden Girls in this?
I mean,
yeah, she becomes Red She-Hulk.
Yeah, I was gonna say comes Red Hulk as well.
Yeah, Red She-Hulk becomes then the Red Harpy.
Yeah.
which I really liked her character in the Immortal Hulk. I thought her character was a beast. The way she looked like a harpy with the wings and the claws,
Yeah,
and
that was
her
cool.
eyes were glowing yellow. I thought that was ridiculously good. But that was just me.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. This She-Hulk can go a lot of different ways, and I mean, I think this is the end for She-Hulk as far as her delve into the MCU. Is this series? I would think that this is setting up Hulk's timeline. And I think
there's one thing we know for sure about She-Hulk. Like 100%, we know for sure it's going to be this.
I mean, I thought you was getting to be a lady. Going to be a pleasure to give you a lesson in marksmanship.
You couldn't give me a lesson in long-distance spitting. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes.
So
You'll never get me past that.
on the second episode, I did not get those vibes at all. I thought it was going to be a lot of that on the first episode. The second one, I really didn't get it. It seemed like it was more about the character and more about how, which, I mean, she is kind of woman power. I shouldn't say kind of. She is woman power in the comics. So I would expect a little bit of it, but I do enjoy the little bit of humor that they do have. I thought it would be funnier, to be honest with you. I do want that fourth
The She-Hulk,
kind of thing.
like the She-Hulk's Volume 2 is so good.
Yeah.
It's cliche as hell. It's funny.
Yes.
I was,
I mean,
like
at times,
like I said,
campy.
it's more like Volume 2 than it is like the Savage She-Hulk Volume 1.
Oh, absolutely. But
I
She-Hulk
want more.
Volume 2 was a little more campy almost.
Yeah.
Well, piggybacking on what you said, though, Jelly, I think that Marvel is kind of making a statement. No, Disney is kind of making a statement and bringing what Marvel did also too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, some of the women have been given better positions in the Marvel universe. Like if you want to talk about the Phoenix Force, it chose Jean Grey.
Sure.
You know, if you want to talk about, I think what Jay was kind of getting, it might be in what is that 118 where it's the She-Hulk, Scarlet Witch, and a bunch of the powerhouse of the female core of Marvel.
Yeah.
I think that's what it might be leading up to, guys, because we saw how dominant the Scarlet Witch was in the movies, and we're gonna see how. I know how Jay was playing that song. Anything you can do, I can do. But I mean, you're right. It's kind of like it's leading up to a powerhouse where they're going to show the potential of, and it's going to bring an audience that we do all need, and will probably Disney's going to try to get as much as audience as they can to the box office. I mean, let's all be honest about that. Like that's just one of the main goals. I'm really digging it because that's a powerhouse team, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they've got us. We're going to go and pay to watch the movies, so they're not going to do anything that's going to lose them money intentionally. So, yeah, whichever way the Hollywood's breeze is blowing, people are going to do that to make whatever money they can and capitalize on it, whatever's hot.
No, it's true. 100% true.
Can't fault you for it. I mean, you're in it to make money, not to service, comic book geeks.
Yeah, they are not fanboys. They are not anything like that. They are what's going to make us the most money.
Mm-hmm.
And not in the moment. They are more what's going to make us the most money in the future.
Oh, I mean,
I'm going to tell you right now, all these movies that are starting out, that are starting to break the ice for all the different scenarios that are going on right now, like those are going to get looked upon as the oh my, how to put it, those were instrumental in the change of today's modern theater, like 20 years from now, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, like they're trying to look that far ahead. They're not trying to look today. Yes, they want to make their money today, but moreover, they want to make sure that they're going to continue making money tomorrow and the next day and the day after and 10 years, 20 years.
Well, I mean, they're trying to predict, you know, how
society's going to advance.
Yeah. Could we have predicted 10 years ago that people would have been changing their pronouns and having... There's no way. Nobody would have ever predicted that people would have been like, I want to be called
because that's ridiculous.
Non-binary. You know?
No, because that's ridiculous.
Right. But that's where we are now.
I know, because that's ridiculous.
But that's where we are as a society. That's what's getting the media attention, and that's what companies are like. That's who they're placating now. They're making the loudest people happy. The squeakiest wheel gets the grease.
Yes, it's true, and it's the 1%.
Sure, absolutely. But there's
they're catering. They're catering to the 1%.
There's enough people that are being scared of being called a transphobe, homophobe, racist.
Don't forget racist.
Yeah, whatever word you want to call somebody to disparage them. There are people that are so afraid to it that they'll just go along with anything.
Absolutely.
It's the white women that have never had a single problem in their life that are the ones that are out marching Black Lives Matters. That have no idea what they're even marching for. It's those kind of people that are driving the market right now. It's the loudest of the loud. Uh-oh.
It's true.
I gotta do this.
Attention, swimmer! You are too far! Return immediately!
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know you don't, but got a little something.
Internet and social media boomed in the last 10 years. So Pop-Tart, it's true. And the that's the biggest thing, is it gave everybody a voice. Like me and Jelly and Miguel. Like we get to do this, right? Because of social media.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, we're a perfect example of social media boomed in the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. You know, we don't have a huge following, but we're growing. We're having fun. We're talking about the things we like, and the things that we want to talk about. We try not to be too, I'll say, offensive, but, you know.
But, I mean, and this is the thing, that our society's so soft now.
Oh, dude, they're not. Don't say fucking soft. They're fucking pussies.
Well, but I mean, what's the problem with being offended?
What, like you're
what
allowed
does
to
it
be
do to
offended.
You? Why can't you be offended? Why can't if something offends me? I'm like, well, okay, well, I won't
fucking do that again.
Yeah,
don't need to come here again. Don't need to watch that again.
Yeah, don't need to spend my money here. I mean, it's not like I have to go tell the world how my feelings were hurt. Yeah. And, you know, like, I just don't get it. What's so bad about being offended that everyone's like, it's the end of the world? You might as well have just beaten them with a wet noodle, because it's just, I was offended. It's the worst thing ever.
Dude, like, honest to God, man, I mean it when I said they're pussies. I mean that. I mean, honestly.
I was gonna say, people are a little
when
soft.
When I see a man cry because somebody used a hateful term towards him, or he found it offensive,
It's not even
that
that.
right there, I'm like, dude, how can you be so offended by a word that's not even pointed at you? I don't get it.
Well, and there's no intent to hurt you behind it.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Yeah. Well, okay.
No, we're getting off the rails again. But dude,
Yeah.
it's a reasonable topic because everywhere
It
you
is.
go in social media, it's there.
Right, but I mean, and this is, I mean, what would they expect middle-aged white men to say? Exactly this, you know. So,
Grow a backbone.
stereotype.
Get thicker skin.
Yeah.
Quit
But
being
we
a
also,
quit being a bee.
good Lord, I was about to go into the generational stereotypes, but
That's probably true.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole either.
Well, no, you guys hit it kind of like right on the button. Like, I have a customer, and he knows some of you guys. He follows a lot of the. He put me on a couple different guys too that are on IG. So
Sure.
he was at C2E2,
Yeah.
and but I was like, hey, how you doing, fam? How you been? And I haven't seen him for a minute, so I'm like, you know, how you been? How's everything going? You know, the usual topics that we always do. And it was kind of funny because he's all like, well, I'm doing this job out there in Indiana. And we were talking about it, and we were going back and forth. And he does construction, and he does, like, he helps you, you know, pass codes for the buildings and all that. So if he puts you up to code, and he goes repair, he'll help you do repairs for buildings and stuff.
Sure.
So he was telling me, he was all like, I have this contract out there in Indiana, and he was so he's like, I went out there to C2E2 because I was close by. Oh, there's AM. Say what's up, guys.
Yeah.
And then one of everybody's busy. They're all freaking working it.
Good.
One of the things that was so funny, guys, is that we were talking. We were talking about certain things, and he was bringing up that, you know what, it's so funny that you guys were talking about that. Me and him, we're both Hispanic, and we were going back and forth about certain things, and he was like, you know what, Miguel, because first of all, after chopping it up about what happened about C2E2, you know what I'm saying, we chopped it up about that first. He was there, he saw everything, he was in line. After that, he was on like, we were talking about books. And he's on like, you know what, Miguel, what sucks is when you come back after taking some months off, and he was talking about how some books, you know, they're trying to change the character, and he was talking about this and that. And let's not get into the topics because everybody has their own opinions, you know, so I'll let him talk for himself. So, and I was like, you know what, yeah, fam, I mean, that's true, you know, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that I guess, you know, he's like, you know, I don't care, he's on like, Miguel, that they're bringing in the new fandom. You know what I'm saying? But don't change the character. Exactly what J1 was saying. And he brought up Captain America. You don't need to change Captain America for me. And you don't need to change this for that. And you don't need to change this for that. And he was talking about this. He's all like, Miguel is like, you think we've been past that, you know, but it's no matter how much you think you're past it, you're not. And exactly what J1 said. Like, so he said, he was like, Miguel, I'll just give it to you like this. He was right there. He was in Indiana. He was finishing a good job. He said, some older lady fell in front of me. You know, as a good person, what you're going to do is you're going to reach and help them out.
Sure.
You know, so one of the things that she said was, get away, you dirty.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Said the word, you know, and the daughter apologized for her, you know. And then, you know what my boy said? Don't worry about it. It's okay. You know, it's okay. We'll keep on moving. It's kind of hard. We've got to touch some of these subjects because this stuff happens no matter where we go.
Still happens.
And like J1 said, you know what he said? Miguel, you're not going to change the world, but at least her daughter understood, and she's beyond that. And that, and she didn't have to apologize, but her daughter did. It didn't make a big difference. It kept my day moving, but at least somebody's getting it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we're not going to be able to change everyone, guys. That's not how it's going to work. But little by little, people are going to be more understanding. We're going to be more more knowing that we got to be more accepting of what we are and can't be hiding about things that are happening around us.
I
That stuff is
just
going to happen no matter what, and you got to grow a backbone. Because, like I told them, we were chopping it up. Like, it's not like I'm going to not take those jobs. I mean, he gets to go like to him is like to him is like those that's beneath him right now, because it's like he has jobs to do. He's going to go and do another job in Hawaii. Then he has to go to Georgia. Then he's going back to Indiana, and we were chopping it up. So he's having too much fun to get stuck on what that old lady was saying to him.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying, guys? Exactly what J1 was saying. We got to grow a backbone. We got to get over this.
Yeah,
We
but
can't
that's where I
change
think
everyone, guys. That's not how it's going to happen. But what we can do is
it's going to sound
help each other grow.
it's going to sound stupid for me to say this, but I don't like people telling me that I have to either love and tiptoe around a person because of whatever label they've affixed to themselves, or can I just like a person because they're a good person? Do I have to like them because of the label that somebody's put on them? Like, I mean, you can, and this is going to be cheesy as hell, but you can go back to Martin Luther King, that judge a man on the, on his character and not the color of his skin. Like, I feel like it's like that. Like, can't we just like people for who they are and not have to like them because of a label that and everyone has to be labeled as something. I have to be this.
Yeah.
I have to be that.
Dude, how about this? Instead of saying my pronouns are he, him, how about you just call me Jeff?
Yeah. How about you say, "Hey, my name's Jeff. Good to meet you." That's what I'm saying. It's just, why can't we just like people for who they are, be respectful to them, and it has nothing to do with these labels that it's so popular to everybody be labeled as something.
True. Very true.
Well, we've done so much work as to not have these tribal societies where we're all like this race, that race, this ethnicity, this religion. It's
Yeah, but if you don't, so here's
done all
the
that
problem.
work, and now it's gone so further in the other way where it's like, well, I'm in these 10 different subcategories of this is my tribe, and everybody that doesn't affix to my tribe is a racist, a transphobe, a homophobe,
Yeah.
a brain phobe. Oh my God, I got the spirit of J1 in me today.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you dealing with it. I know the name Jeff is offensive, but thank you for putting up with it.
Dave, he's a good guy. He just deals with stuff.
Big David.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, guys. One of the things that I was gonna tell you guys also too, when we were talking about that, does he deserve that? No, he doesn't. Does my boy deserve that kind of treatment from people, or do I, or does Jelly, or does Jeff, David,
No one.
Pop-Tart? No one deserves that kind of treatment, guys. No one. But when we one of the things that I do agree with Jay
if you're
is
an asshole, you deserve it.
we got to keep it pushing.
I mean, you don't deserve to be shit on because of the color of your skin, but if you're
And
an
correcting
asshole,
those people isn't going to be a bad issue either. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into verbal altercations anymore with people, but I just that's your opinion. Have a good day, sir, or have a good day, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? But because I got 4 kids, and I'm not trying to get shot for some dumbass carrying a weapon, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to ruin my wife's life.
Hey, I didn't shoot you. You were good.
People
You know what I'm
like
saying, guys? Just to defend my honor.
People that like to walk up to strangers and tell them how they feel about them based on nothing but a visual are people that are looking to fight.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing, guys. And don't feed into it. Just tell them to have a nice day and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You don't need to, and I feel bad, guys. Like, we talk about some weird shit. So sometimes you put on the podcast and you put on radio, and you hear like, so some kid got shot up in New York over a burger or something, or I don't know if it was a slice of pizza, but you're like, this is it, but you laugh at something, but you're like, damn, what are we coming to now? That don't get into altercations, guys.
Oh, dude.
There's some idiots that are just packing for no reason, and they'll shoot you for a slice of pizza or a drink from Starbucks. You man, this is ridiculous, guys.
Dude, southeast side of Chicago is a effing war zone.
Yeah, if you guys can take some advice from Mr. Cam, is just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
The more you know with KM.
Yeah, I don't go into Chicago not carrying. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I lived in Chicago for a couple of years.
Did you live on the southeast side?
I did not. I used to drive up and down Independence Boulevard, though, to get to my apartment. So, it's a different world, man. It's hard to survive in those areas.
Yeah. Spooky wins comment. Spooky wins comment. Hold on. I gotta highlight it. There we go. I'm gonna go with comment of the day.
Spooky. It was proven already that weed is not a drug, fam. If you cannot literally look up weed and put that into a substance abuse drug or whatever, you're tripping, fam. You're tripping, because I've never, ever, ever, like I tell you guys. Now, maybe the guy smoked a little bit too much and fell asleep, and he maybe like drove off the road or whatnot. But I never seen a guy overdose of no weed, man. Like, come on, guys. I mean, he'll probably just eat a whole watermelon or go to Taco Bell and get himself like 5 gorditas and 4 crunch wraps. But
oh wait, is that yeah? It's Miguel again. I'm gonna take 4 gorditas, 4 crunch wraps.
That man ain't gonna ruin your life, Spooky. That man ain't gonna try to rob you. He going to the Jack in the Box, homeboy. He ain't trying to rob you. He's trying to get to the next In and Out because they're still open at 1 or 2 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for Cane's, In and Out. That's right.
Oh shit!
Plus, it's legal. It's legal in many states now, guys.
You know what? I do have to go across the border into Minnesota before I leave here. Cross the river, and you can get gummies and stuff in Minnesota now.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, there are 10 shops within 5 miles of my house in the country.
Yeah.
Like in the outskirts.
I want to have enough time off of work to actually try that one time. I cannot wait to. Oh, you know what? Nah, never mind.
I might have had to count days. Days.
Yeah.
Because when the doc said, "Hey, I'm putting you in for this prescription, and we're gonna drug test you for your pain pills," I'm like, okay. I might have had to count days.
You're like, when the vape pen on Monday. Well, anybody got anything else to talk about, or should we wrap it up for this week?
Wait, I do have something to talk about, but go ahead,
what's up,
Miguel?
I was just gonna finish it off. If you guys have not read Eve of Judgment Day, the whole X-Men, Avengers, and
I have not started that yet.
The Eternals.
Yeah.
Eternals, guys, read it, man. It is awesome. The first couple issues, man. My God, it's because it's just a long ass name. So it's X-Men, or don't quote me on this. It's either Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, or it's all versus each other. But guys, man, read it, guys. Read it. I'm telling you guys, that's gonna be a nice read. we'll break it down if you guys want to. Jelly, check. I don't know if you're reading it, fam, but damn, dude, that was a sick couple issues of that right now. It's building up to something good.
Shall
You
we?
guys kind of already know that you guys been reading X-Men, so you know the X-Men can revive themselves, and you know the Inhumans have been reviving themselves. All that is building up to a big event that's going on right now. Check it out, guys. Do not miss out on that story.
So, I'm excited now. Now you make me want to read it.
Yeah. Do you want to do that for next week?
So next week for sure, I've got to show something here. Next week for sure,
Let me look.
we will be doing Fantastic Four #1.
Was that next
Right?
week?
Are we good with this?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Fantastic Four #1, guys. We'll do that, and then either the week after, or either the following week or the week after that, we'll do the flip side of that record. But Fantastic Four 1, guys. That's what we're gonna listen to.
Ooh-wee.
The original. This is not a flex. This is a golden record reprint, so it's still expensive.
Oh shoot! I was gonna say, is that the one, Jay?
Yeah.
It's the golden record, but yeah.
Dude, is it a 1966 copy of Fantastic Four #1? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So
You want to let the chat know the value of that book right now on the market? Just so people can know the value of that book, fam.
So the record and the book combo, fair market value is over $2,000. I got a good deal on it, so we could get it and continue on with our story time. I've got another golden record reprint coming. That's a Dell Comics one.
Really excited for that.
We also have the golden record reprint of the Batman and Superman coming. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I might truly maybe do like something where I say, hey, maybe I hate to say it, but maybe a GoFund or something like that to help pick up the ASM 1, because it's a astronomical fortune. Not gonna lie.
Trying to think how we could, if we did crowdfund that, how we could pay back investors and something like that. Because, I mean, it's going to go, I mean, we're going to do the same thing we've done a few other ones.
Yeah.
We're going to take the audio and take the book, and have a read along with it. MadHouse Bikini Car Wash.
Yeah.
I wish I had that Schmidt's gay.
The Avengers 4 ones, it's relatively cheap comparison.
Oh, yeah. You better get on Timmy's channel and start doing some feet stuff.
Oh, dude, I'll do feet pics. My feet look great right now.
Are you guys doing Poser tonight?
I doubt it.
Let's see here.
He was 50-50 at 7 o'clock, so I would assume that is 99-1 no. But
show?
But if we've got that show, I'm going to have to read some books.
Ooh, I just advanced to level 8.
But if you guys got anything else?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Or, hey, and guys, honest to God, we don't have to buy the comic book. We could play it cheap and just get the record.
Yeah.
That would save a lot of money.
And honestly, that audio is not out there.
Yeah.
It cannot find it.
I searched and searched and searched trying to find it.
Yep.
I have tons of old radio station sites that I can go to, old record to swap over things, and I cannot find it. I've gone to my local Oklahoma comic book communities on Facebook pages, reaching out, seeing if anybody has a copy of the ASM record they'd let me borrow. And I said, like, I'll pay a fee.
I checked the library here thinking maybe so they requested through the entire state of Wisconsin, no record.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought I thought it was so smart by doing that too.
That was rather smart.
But didn't have it.
You know what, guys? Did you guys ever see that one book that was called "I Almost Got Him" by Batman, and it had that cassette?
Yeah.
I had it, guys.
Yeah.
And I
that'd
didn't
be
know.
another one to put on the list.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna tell you guys. I didn't know it had Harley Quinn. It was in my collection when I
That was
went
the
back,
original Harley Quinn.
Dude, when I looked up the prices on that, I was so shocked on how that. When I knew I was a collector because I was getting stuff like that when I was 11, 12 years old. And you kind of start doing this stuff when you're young. You kind of start feeling it. If you guys feel like my father-in-law has cassette players, all I got to do is track down a couple tapes. If you guys are cool with that, you guys do I'll track down some tapes, and you guys can continue to track down the.
Absolutely.
The ones you're doing, Jay. Because those were my time. Like when I would pop in that cassette and put on the headphones and just go with the book.
Well, yeah, man.
I was like, Mom, you know that shit is about $1,000 right now, Mom, and you misplacing that stuff like that. Like, oh my
Throw
God.
my stuff away.
But yeah, man, I had Michael Jordan cards. I think I told Helvetica all this. It was just a collection that I kept in the box. And you have your little treasure box that you think is gonna be something. That's what I had. I had the original Risk game, sealed, guys. And I'm talking about the original one. I picked it up at an antique shop when I was a kid. So you know what I'm saying. So this is back in the day, in the '90s, when I picked up that game board. So, but man, you know what I mean. I still love collecting. I still love going to places. I still like to nerd out. You know what I'm saying. So. Yeah. So when you guys brought that, you guys brought back a lot of memories, man.
That was the point of it all, man.
That book was awesome, bro. And you know what the fun part was about our time?
Age 14.
That we had so much cool stuff, but we read it so many times over and over and over again. That book, I killed it. That's why some of these books are worn out, guys. Because we didn't have nothing else but that same
it's
book.
So
Maybe
funny.
Like 5 or 6 books.
My girlfriend's daughter watches the same movie over and over and over and over again. Watches Frozen
out, right?
over and over and over again. To the point you're like, I just can't be around this anymore. And then you realize you're like, oh, I did the same thing with comic books when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I read the same book over and over and over again. You're exactly right, Cam. Same exact thing.
Yeah, when my oldest was, God, I want to say, whenever Up came out, right? Whatever year Up came out, we watched Up multiple times a day, every day, for like 6 months. There was a TV in the house that had that on, like not 24/7, but it felt like it, right?
Yeah.
To the point where I could quote the movie.
Yes.
Like I could literally scene for scene the movie.
It was Frozen for me, guys. It was Frozen for me because my little girl wouldn't stop playing Frozen. She would wake up to Frozen, go into Frozen 2, then go back to Frozen number 1. I'm thinking that I'm going to get away with it, come from work to watch Frozen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only break of Frozen you got was going to work.
Yeah.
And you're totally right, man. If you're trying to save on storage and you leave your stuff at your mom's or your dad's and you go back and it's missing, it's on you, guys. It's on you. That was on me. I was like, man. But, dude, it's because at that time I didn't know comics were picking up that much. So I was like, wait, I have that. And I have that. And then I was like, whoa. I have that book too.
Oh, dude,
You know what?
most of my stuff
Let me go visit
was
mom's real quick.
basement flood, dude. Most of my stuff got ruined.
See,
My stuff's in my parents' attic. All my Nintendo games, my mom kept the boxes and the instruction manuals. So the only way it could be any better is if they kept it sealed in plastic. So I can't wait to go through those. But so, well, this is
Let's
going to
call
wrap
it.
up another episode. Which one is this? Is this 9, 10? How are we doing?
Oh hell!
I'll say. Well, let's just say that the most recent episode of the Mad Chatter will be wrapping.
The most recent. That's fair.
So, a lot of fun again tonight. We hit a lot of different topics, a lot of different tangents. That's what the Mad Chatter is just handful of tangents.
Stop taking the perfection away from Captain America. That's all I'm saying.
Can't
He
argue
was
with
not
that.
perfect by any means, but he was by far one of the close to individuals in the Marvel Universe. For
Okay.
goodness.
It hurts Jeff's feelings.
Oh, and Cam says in handsomeness also. But she means Chris Evans, not Hulk, not the comic book character.
Cam, you got anything to say, brother?
no, just that, guys. Get your read on. I kind of like coming over here with you guys. It feels more like differences of opinion, like we're debating certain topics. I kind of like this. I really enjoy this,
Yeah.
guys. It's true. We need new characters. We need new stuff. I'm here for all kinds of stuff. I'm more acceptive of change, but I'm acceptive with new characters. That's where I come from with my point. And if you're gonna use some of the older characters or legacy characters to try to make something new, expect the backlash,
Absolutely.
because that's what's gonna happen. But if you want to build something new and something creative and something that can captivate the people and build it on your own, think about it, guys. Think about it. How much Poison Ivy wasn't it back then, but now, dude, I'm seeing one of the most like covers blown out of the shelf is Poison Ivy covers, guys. Harley Quinn
She's
covers.
got good covers, though.
And you know what time it is. You know they're in a relationship, but you got to build on certain characters. Those are two characters that have nothing to do. They were made and molded into that. So if you guys want to do stuff like that, I think that's what the community wants.
Yeah,
Something
that's a very, very fair fucking point.
Absolutely.
So we were
Something
getting
new.
ready to end, but I'm sorry, but that's a fair point. They weren't just created that way.
It was
They
molded.
were led that way and turned that way over time. You're crazy.
And that's creative teamwork. That's how the industry is going to help people get more in tune. And exactly what's going to happen. It's not that it's bad to kill the legacy characters like that, but what is happening is you're going to get the backlash from the fans that have been wanting their characters the way they've been all their time. And if you're going to change it, you have to change it to like a new universe where it's its own universe and you can do whatever the heck you want, like Elseworld and stuff like that. But if you're going to keep it in continuity, you got to bring some new stuff. You got to bring in your A game and you got to mold it to what it is.
Yeah,
That's my
You
point.
know what?
Good lazy writers.
I
do some
don't
work.
give you props too often, but god damn it.
Well, that
Good
is
job.
a perfect time to end.
Yeah.
It's no
Well
longer
done.
is KM right or wrong. It is as soon as J1 gives him props, we wrap it up. High notes.
I'll blow
time.
it next week.
Got to end on that high note. All right,